People live here because they feel safe and secure in a nice little rural community where everybody kind of, for the most part, knows everybody. I think that they're shocked, and I don't think we really know what to think. It's just unbelievable that this can happen in any rural community in Nova Scotia. It would be different, I'll tell you that right now. There's a lot of people around here probably don't lock their doors. They've lived here all their life. They leave a whatever sitting out on the side of the road. There's no concern. We talk about COVID being a new life. This is a new life, new reality for us right today.
Well, you hear that kind of news and you don't even imagine that could happen here in this province in a rural area. You think it might happen in big cities somewhere, but not here. Communities are so tightly knit that this kind of a devastation hits everybody. It's not just that community that's affected. It affects all of us now. I hope as community members, they're going to maybe make a phone call, send an email, a card, anything that lets that family know that they're not going to go through this alone. The whole community is there for them.
So what will the impact of these horrific murders be in a place usually so quiet and friendly? Tom Murphy is the host of CBC News Nova Scotia. He knows the Maritimes inside out. And Tom, as you covered this story today, you were speaking to people. What did you hear?
Yeah, I talked to a number of people in Portapique where this all started, absolutely gobsmacked about what could happen in their community. They knew this guy as a good community guy, a friendly guy. I mean, you think about it, this guy was a denturist who quite literally put smiles on people's faces, empowered them, made them feel better about themselves with the denture work. Here we have a guy who's brought an unbelievable amount of fear and grief and really concern to their community. They just cannot put together the two personalities involved here. Absolutely floored by what happened today.
Yeah, and we were hoping maybe we'd get some clarity in that news conference this evening, but still, even the RCMP says that they don't fully understand or even understand at all the motive. Six years ago, Tom, those horrific RCMP murders in Moncton, you covered those. Are you seeing a parallel in terms of the impact on the community?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those first times in this part of the country, which is normally very quiet on this kind of a thing, when people felt that fear, for hours at a time. That same kind of fear was felt in Nova Scotia for a 12-hour period here today and last night. Also, of course, the loss of innocence. That's what comes next. People laugh. I was saying today, people like to sleep with their windows open and the doors unlocked in many parts of Nova Scotia. Some people questioning that now, whether that is the thing to do. Just really trying to come to grips with what happened, and this will take days for them to dissect it. And really, some of the families too, some of them on Facebook, for example, people who are living afar, trying to find out, has anyone seen my parents? My parents live on this part and this part of the community. Did you see them? So there are still a lot of ripples to this whole story that's happening right now. It's really painful to watch it play out.
And so much more to find out. And I know you and Kayla will be leading our coverage in the coming days. Tom, thank you.
Thank you, Ian.